So at that time of the year again, it is tax season for my Malaysian taxpayers. If you haven't, it's time to pick up the receipts from the past year in 2023 to sort them out and then to file your taxes. Before getting down to filing your taxes online, you want to know what are the tax reliefs and incentives available to you. You might want to know what you can claim and what you cannot claim, so that what you can claim can help you in your tax savings or help you save on your taxes. And if this is your first time filing your tax online, or maybe you need a refresher since maybe it has been more than 6 months, in this video, we will walk through what are the tax incentives and reliefs that are available to you for the year of assessment 2023. So there are about 26 tax relief incentives and they total up to about 150,000 ringgit in tax savings. So since there are a lot of tax relief, especially there are 26 tax reliefs, we'll categorize them into 4 categories. Number 1, personal relief. Number 2, statutory contribution. Number 3, life, medical and health related equipment. And number 4, child relief. So we'll start off with personal relief. So number 1 is individual and dependent relatives. This is an automatic 9,000 ringgit tax relief. If you're filing your taxes, here you will get a 9,000 ringgit tax relief. Then number 2 is husband or wife payment of alimony to former spouse. So if there's alimony to ex-husband or ex-wife, you can claim it as a tax incentive and you get a tax incentive of 4,000 ringgit. Then number 3 is education fees. So if you are studying, you can claim tax relief and it is restricted to 3 areas of study. So it says here other than a degree and master's or doctorate level, that means course of study in law, accounting, Islamic financing, technical, vocational, industrial, scientific or technology, or degree and master's or doctorate level in any course of study, or course of study undertaken for the purpose of upskilling or self-enhancement. All these you have a tax relief of 7,000 ringgit. But the last part, course of study undertaken for the purpose of upskilling or self-enhancement, is restricted to 2,000 ringgit tax relief. So that means if you are studying towards your degree or master's, you can claim up to 5,000 ringgit. But if you are studying on a course for specific purpose of upskilling or self-enhancement, you can only claim 2,000 ringgit in tax relief. Then number 4 is disabled individual. So if you are filing your taxes and you are a disabled person, you can claim tax incentive of 6,000 ringgit. Then number 5, if you have disabled husband or wife, you can also claim tax incentive and the amount is 5,000 ringgit tax relief. So under the category of personal relief, you can claim 5 tax relief items. Then the second category is statutory contribution. Then continuing on, the next tax relief items, items 6 and 7, applies to whether you are civil servants in the pension scheme or non-civil servants in the pension scheme or self-employed category. These apply to life insurance and EPF for tax relief. The mandatory contributions to approved scheme or voluntary contributions to EPF, excluding private retirement schemes, PRS, or contributions under any written law, the tax relief is restricted to 4,000 ringgit. Then number 7 is life insurance. So life insurance payments or family takaful contribution or additional voluntary contribution to EPF, they are restricted to 3,000 ringgit tax relief. So under life insurance and EPF, the contributions, they are combined and restricted to a total of 7,000 ringgit in tax relief. And what it means here is that if you have made voluntary contribution to your EPF in the past year in 2023, or made life insurance premium payment or family takaful contributions, in all these, you can claim up to 7,000 ringgit in tax relief. So you might want to check back your insurance statement and also your EPF statement to check how much and what portions you have made towards in your premiums or your contributions to total up to the amount to the tax relief. Then number 8 is education and medical insurance. With these, you can claim a tax relief of 3,000 ringgit. Then number 9 is contribution to your SOCSO, Social Security Organization. Here you can claim up to 350 ringgit in tax incentive. Then number 10 is to deferred annuity and private retirement scheme, or also known as PRS. Here you can claim tax incentive of up to 3,000 ringgit. So in 2023, if you have contributed to a PRS scheme and the amount totals up to 3,000 ringgit, you can only claim up to 3,000 ringgit in tax relief. Then number 11 is about the SSPN, Scheme Simpanan Pendidikan Nasional. So if there was a net deposit in the SSPN, that means how they calculate is that the total deposit made in 2023 minus the withdrawals made in 2023 gives us the net deposit. Here you can claim tax incentive of up to 8,000 ringgit. So under statutory contributions, there are a total of 6 tax relief items that you can claim. Then the third category is life, medical and health related equipment. So continuing on, the 12th tax relief item is parents' medical expenses. So let's say you have medical treatment, special needs or carer expenses for your parents, and the medical condition must be certified by a medical practitioner. These expenses, you can claim up to 8,000 ringgit in tax relief. For example, if your parents had to go through medical treatment and then maybe they needed some special carer to take care of them in the post-treatment period towards full recovery, these expenses you can claim as your tax relief. Then number 13, if you have medical expenses on serious diseases for self, spouse or child, or fertility treatment for self or spouse, or vaccination for yourself, spouse and child, you can claim tax relief for these. But for the vaccination, whether it's for self, spouse or child, you can only claim up to 1,000 ringgit in tax relief. Then number 14 is expenses on completed medical examination for self, spouse or child, or COVID-19 detection tests including purchase of self-detection test kit for self, spouse or child, or mental health examination or consultation for self, spouse or child. All of these three, your tax relief is limited to 1,000 ringgit. Then number 15 is expenses for child aged 18 and below. So let's say there was an assessment of intellectual disability diagnosis or early intervention program or intellectual disability rehabilitation treatment, your tax relief is restricted to 4,000 ringgit. So basically what it means is that if there are any medical expenses for serious illnesses for yourself or your spouse or your child, like in the case of going for another round of vaccination or doing a complete medical examination or buying COVID-19 self-detection test kits, all these you can claim under your tax relief. So totaling up for items 13, 14 and 15, you can only claim up to total of 10,000 ringgit in tax relief. Then number 16 is lifestyle. So let's say there are expenses for the use of benefit or for yourself, spouse or child in respect of whether you have done a purchase or subscription on books or journals or magazines or newspapers or other similar publications. They have to be not banned reading materials, or you did a purchase of personal computer, smartphone or tablet and they are not for business use, or you did a purchase of sports equipment for sports activity defined under the Sports Development Act 1997, or payment of gym membership, or payment of monthly bill for internet subscription under your own name, not a company name. These, you can claim a tax relief of up to 2,500 ringgit. What it means here is that let's say in the past year in 2023, you have bought computers, smartphones, tablets, or you're into fitness and you bought sports equipment, or you subscribe to books and journals for your readings, these you can claim in your tax relief. Then item 17 is additional sports related activities, or also categorized as lifestyle. That means there was additional relief for the use or benefit of self, spouse or child in respect of purchase of sports equipment for any sports activity as defined under the Sports Development Act 1997, or payment of rental or entrance fee to any sports facility, or there was payment of registration fee for any sports competition where the organizer is approved and licensed by the Commissioner of Sports under the Sports Development Act 1997. In this lifestyle additional sports related activity, you can claim tax relief of up to 500 ringgit. In summary, let's say in the past year you were very active in sports, in let's say badminton. You bought badminton racket and then you had to book the courts to play with your friends in the sports facility, the court rentals and the purchases, these you can claim in your tax relief. Then number 18 is expenses on charging facilities for electric vehicles, EVs, and you pay for it under your own name, not under your company name, and not for business use. You can claim tax relief of up to 2,500 ringgit. Then number 19, if you have purchased breastfeeding equipment for your own use for a child aged 2 years and below, you can claim up to 1,000 ringgit in tax relief. And the deduction is allowed once in every 2 years of assessment. And only women or female can only apply and claim this tax relief. Then number 20, if you have purchased basic supporting equipment for disabled self, that means you yourself, the taxpayer, is disabled, is a disabled person, or for a disabled spouse, child or parent, you can claim tax relief of up to 6,000 ringgit. Here what it means is that let's say in the past year you have to buy like wheelchairs, or crutches, or basic supporting equipment for your disabled family member, these you can claim in your tax relief. So under this category of life, medical, and health-related equipment, there are 9 tax relief items that you can claim under. Then the last category is child relief. So continuing on the list of tax relief, item number 21, each unmarried child and under the age of 18 years old, you can claim tax relief of up to 2,000 ringgit. Basically, if you have children below age 18, you can claim tax relief of up to 2,000 ringgit. Then number 22, each unmarried child of 18 years and above who is receiving full-time education, and the full-time education that means in A-levels, certificate and matriculation or preparatory course, you can claim tax relief of up to 2,000 ringgit. So if you have children that are above 18 years old and not married, and they are also studying, let's say in like A-levels or a professional certificate, as a parent, you can claim 2,000 ringgit tax relief. Then item 23, each unmarried child of 18 years and above that are receiving further education in Malaysia in respect of an award of diploma or higher excluding matriculation or preparatory courses, or receiving further education outside Malaysia in respect of an award of degree or its equivalent, including master or doctorate, or the instruction and educational establishment shall be approved by the relevant government authority, you can claim up to 8,000 ringgit tax relief. So basically, if your child not married and above 18 years old and studying in a diploma or degree course or masters, you can claim up to 8,000 ringgit tax relief as a parent. Then item number 24 is childcare fees to a registered childcare center or kindergarten for a child aged 6 years and below. You can claim up to 3,000 ringgit in tax relief. So basically, if you have a child below 6 years old and they are now in nursery or kindergarten, you can claim additional 3,000 ringgit in tax relief. Then item 25, if you have a disabled child, you can claim up to 6,000 ringgit tax relief. Then item 26, the last tax relief item. Here, additional exemption of 8,000 ringgit disabled child 18 years old and above, not married and pursuing diploma or above qualification in Malaysia, bachelor degree or above outside Malaysia in program and in higher education institute that are accredited by related government authorities, you can claim up to 8,000 ringgit in tax relief. So basically, combining these last two tax relief items, if you have a disabled child and your disabled child also is 18 years and above and pursuing a higher education like in a diploma or degree, you can claim a total of 14,000 ringgit in tax relief. So totaling up the 26 tax relief, they total up to an amount of about 157,667 ringgit in tax relief. So I hope this comprehensive and intensive list of tax relief that we went through earlier gives you an idea of what you can claim and what you cannot claim in your taxes for your year of assessment 2023. If you want to know more in detail, you can read about it in my link in the description below. However, if you have any further questions and inquiries about taxes and tax relief, you can always contact LHDN, the Income Tax Department Customer Service, or visit their nearest office or branch. So thanks for watching, and once again, if you found today's video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel below, and see you in the next video.